Nice. All right. So this is my name, Matteson, and the internet is big business. So because of that, we're going to talk about pointing, refining, then shooting. But I wanted to say point and shoot. Think about that. Raise your hand if you don't own a camera or a camera phone. Great. So everyone's into photography. I love this group. You guys are awesome. All right. So we're going to go from auto to M, which I think stands for manual. So let's see how this goes.
It stands for Matt.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So photography, I think, is light. So you've got like me standing up here, and we got like light coming down at me. And if you have a camera, it's going to come off me and onto your sensor. So when we're dealing with that, we've got some settings on the camera that we might want to consider. We got like shutter speed, a chair behind you, aperture, ISO, metering. But turns out it's all really simple and actually kind of fun. So I am an awesome illustrator is my other job, I think. So I drew some pictures really late at night. So this is, say, Andrew and his bicycle. And the light's coming off of him through the shutter onto the sensor. And so the shutter speed's how long this little doohickey is open. So let's say you have it open for 5 seconds. You could set the camera down, wait for a car to go past, leave a trail. But normally, so if you have it on auto, it's going to be real fast. So on the next slide, Andrew. Next slide. Oh, okay, thanks. So we've got 1/1600th of a second. So that's cool, and my buddy riding his bike. But the wheel's stuck there. That's not cool. It's not moving fast. So if you slow it down a little bit, you get some motion. You see the little blur here? You like that? I do. So, and then this is fun. You turn with them as they're going past you and hope they don't hit you. So 1/60th of a second. So maybe play with your shutter speed. Next up, we've got aperture. So that's kind of like, think of your eye. When it's really late at night, your eyes get really huge. Like your aperture, not really small lights coming off, Judy, onto the sensor. We got mountains. Okay, so you got that all, right? Done? You guys done with aperture? Okay, so normal and auto, you can get some sweet pictures. Say it's set at 9, this is your aperture. So everything's in focus. You can see the grass down here and the building. We've seen this before, I think, somewhere. And the background. But then if you set it to something really wide, it gets really shallow. So we can see like the nose of the helicopter, but not the tail. So that's aperture. The trouble is when it's really wide, it's shallow, but you can get a lot of light in. So now we're breezing through here. This is, wow, ISO. So you understand that, right? There's a bunch of people, and they're taking their little seeing eye test at the doctor's office, and they're all in charge of choosing what color that pixel is. And if you give them a lot of time, if they're really sensitive's the opposite of ISO 200. Not sensitive is 200. They have enough time, the colors are smooth, they're bright, it's uniform, how you expect it. But if you crank that number up, they try to respond really quickly during the seeing eye test. So it's like, you got 3 seconds, tell me what the top 4 numbers are on the seeing eye test. And you're gonna have a little error in there. You're gonna get a little gray. And so this is a picture at night, so I had to bump the ISO up. And this, you can't really tell, but it's really grainy. The colors aren't quite fluid. So it's nice because you can take pictures with not a lot of light and still see the picture, but you'll get some grain. So this, this is awesome photo concept, right? You get this one? This is metering. So this is kind of like a room. There's a lot of guys and a few girls, kind of like this room. So you have a choice. You got these settings on. I think this is on my camera. Your camera is going to be just like this. You got like this matrix, center weighted spot. The idea is, when you come in here, am I going to talk to all of you? Or am I going to talk to just the ladies? Or just you, So the matrix would be, I need to make sure everything in the picture is exposed correctly. Whereas center weighted is just the ladies. Where then spot metering, you single down on Jody over here and say, how you doing? So that's what those modes mean on your camera. So what I'm trying to say here is, you've all got a camera. And if you don't, you should go get one and you should be taking pictures right now. So if you pull out your cameras right now and take a picture, because you want to save this. You can't go back in time and take the picture that I asked you to take. So go out, get a camera, start using it, play with it. It doesn't cost a whole lot. I'm Matteson. Thank you for your time, and I'm glad you chose to come to this session, not the one next door, because this is the right place to be. So, thank you.